And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introduction. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, go right in. Check, 55, that's right, baby. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hands up, Lee. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 11.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Cowboys. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch it, I don't even know why this team showed up.
Passing, it's Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, let's go. Here you go,
Can.
Right here, guys.
Dalton here from the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Regular. Go.
57's the max.
Another chance for Dalton. And that is incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Hey, kill. 47.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Switch, switch, hey.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Second down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Going to 88. They're going to 88.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Here's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Pollard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 67 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A 1st carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get off the field.
Quick dance.
Go. Say it. Kill.
Two draw quarters.
Kill. Turn up.
Now Gallman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Dalton now to pass to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice fit.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Mike 5.
Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Under.
Find the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike 5.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47.
Check 15.
To throw is Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, tighten down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Saquon Barkley, even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of gut.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Mike. Leave! Fuck, Mike. Hey, keep it, hey! Slam! Protein spill! Shit! Watch the shit!
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So Dalton now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go, fellas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. This is Shepard on the catch. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down throw for Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Julian Love picks it.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Can. Ice.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
From the gun, Dalton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run. They're running, man. 47. Sweat. Sweat today. Check 55 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. Mike, 55. 26.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You got it. You got it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Kill.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott yet again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Kill. Check 13. Check 13.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Now we got to take that course.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's our 46.
Check 4. Check 4. My 5. Watch twist.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go. Line in. 54. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
First down, Prescott. It's caught here by Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Here we go. Line in.
Right there, look, 55.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.